beautiful souls, welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome if you've never been here before. This is my pick a card reading, and the theme today is, we don't know where we're going with this theme today. All I know so far is that we are going to be shuffling and picking 4 piles. I have had the message that I have got in my life personally, have got to have more fun. And I love these readings, so this is fun for me, but I get that this is going to be about how you can make your life a little bit more full. I don't know. I am using my I've got to get the name. Oh, here it is. It's my Spirit Song Tarot. These have literally just arrived in the last couple of days. I've just done my unboxing video, so now we are using these cards for the first time. Actually, I'm going to take that as an indicator. 8 of Acorns, energy and results. That is so funny. I had a feeling, I just said to you, I've been told, I've been guided recently that I have to have more fun. And I had a feeling going into this that this was about shifting your energy to align with your manifestations or your alignment, your awakening, your ascension. And I did kind of get that, but I was like, well, no, let's just see where it goes. So as always, I was ignoring my intuition there. I am going to pick 5 for each of the 4 piles of these cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And by the way, I didn't say, this is a timeless reading. If you want to, if you've already picked your pile and you want to skip ahead to your particular pile, the link will be in the description and the link will be in the comments below. So please feel free to go and skip ahead to your the reading that you've chosen. All I'm doing here is shuffling, choosing the cards, introducing what I'm doing. And if you haven't picked your card, this is a great picture pile. This is a great time for you to do so. So that's it, I think. Pile 3. And I shall be reading from the book for this. They do have little words on to say what they mean. So obviously I'll be reading psychically as well. But I will be reading from the book as well because, oh, that was quick. We never know what we are going to get from reading from the book, do we? Because often the book gives us a whole heap more. Let's put those over there. And let's get some of these. We're going to pick a couple of these. That's it, I think. Oops. Most of us stuck together, so it's definitely those 2. Let's pick for pile 2. Let's pick for pile 3. 2 together again. Now I did get today that I was not to do this pick a card reading, so I don't know whether it's going to go badly or well. I suppose we all feel like that sometimes, don't we? But oh, you've got 3 for there we go. But I just, like I said, just did my unboxing of my brand new cards and I wanted to give them a little test run. So hopefully you will see this video. I don't know at the minute whether you will or not. We're just doing one of these. If you do want to go to my alternative channel with the unboxings, if you go to my channel, I've put the link to it on there. Oh, that was quick. We're having 2. We're having 2 for this one. Okay. And let's have some fun, shall we? And again, done. Right, as we've been guided, we are looking at alignment and manifestation. The Queen, of course, of alignment and manifestation is, of course, Esther Hicks. So let's get you a Getting Into the Vortex card. Let's turn them over. I'm sorry, I always have to say these days I've got a senior cat and she's quite senile. She wanders around the house mewing. So if you can hear that in the background, please don't worry about it. She's perfectly fine. She's just very, very senile, and she just likes that one. She just likes wandering around the house shouting very... Oh, and that one. Okay, we're going with that one. Right. Now, these are something that I made myself. I just printed off some memes off the internet. This is a long time ago. And this just shows you don't need to have lots of cards or lots of money to use divination. I just absolutely made these by hand. These are fun. These haven't been out for a while. I guess we're taking that one. Okay. You'll see the memes as you get to the reading. No, we are taking that one. Oh, okay, and that one. And that one. Okay. Right, I am just going to tidy these piles up. That's the theme of the reading. I shall leave that there. Pile 2. Pile 3. And pile 4. I'm afraid we've got no crystals today. We're just doing cards. I wanted to shake it up a bit. We've been having a lot of advice. I've had a lot of advice recently about shaking it up, doing things differently. Just doing things differently and have some fun and bring some joy and light and laughter. We all get so bogged down, don't we, in working through all our blocks and shadow work and raising our energy, that sometimes we just forget we need to just shake it up, do something differently and have some fun. So there are your 4 piles. I shall see you in the readings. Bye. Hello group 1. If you didn't watch the introduction, you've not had a reading with me before. We've been joined by my elderly cat, who you can hear meowing. She's determined to get in on this reading, so I'm not going to kick her out again. Now, if you didn't watch the introduction, this card actually... I hope you can hear me over that meowing. This card actually fell out of the pack when I began shuffling, and it's the 8 of Acorns, which I believe, and I'm not completely sure, would be the 8 of Wands. I could be wrong about that, because it says energy and results. Now, I did say when I started the introduction that I'd had recently, I've been told to shake it up and have more fun, and that's what I get this reading is about. I came into this not really knowing what the theme of this reading is, but I've got my brand new cards, my Spirit Song Tarot, and we're going to have a look. And now, this is the first time I've used these cards. We've got the book, but let's have a look what we get from this. We've got the Page of Shells, Intuition and Inspiration. That's going to be the Page of Cups. We've got the Ace of Feathers, Mental Clarity and Foundation. We have got the 2 of Feathers, decision and direction. Now I think the feathers are swords. Let's move that out a little bit. We'll move that out because we don't really need that here right now, do we? We don't have room otherwise, especially not with this noisy here. This is how I live all day, every day. Senior cat. The Traveller, which is the Fool. Adventure and potential. And we have 20, Awakening, renewal and enlightenment. Right, we have, I want to actually turn this one over. This, if you didn't watch the introduction, I made these myself. I just printed off memes off the internet and made them into little cards, and it just shows that you don't have to buy anything or have anything excessive or have beautiful tarot cards like this. I'm lucky enough to have to connect with divine. All you need is you and your spirit, which is what you always have. And we have, there we go. Happiness is a choice, not a result. Nothing will make you happy until you choose to be happy. Oh, very true. A message I need reminding of regularly. I get very serious and very busy. I'm a doer. That's not very helpful, is it? Crows. Oh my goodness. How appropriate is that? Co-create with spirit. Do you want in on this reading, Tink? Do you want to come in on this reading? You just want to say hello? Yeah. Right, we have Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Wow, that's absolutely beautiful. And we have Imrara. Where are you being called to journey to? Oh, this is absolutely beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Let's see if we can squeeze all of these on. What an absolutely beautiful message. Let's see if we can move those up a little bit. And your Abraham Hicks card is, I can get from an unwanted to a wanted relationship. Wow. I get that I was so driven to come leaping in here with my brand new cards that I've never even used before, not even for myself. Because sometimes we do have to, like I said, shake things up. This is something that's been coming through recently. It's a timeless reading, but it may be that you've been having this come through to you as well. That you've been asked to shake things up a little bit. And the reason that we're asked to do that is, and I do get that very, very strongly from this reading, especially from this card, is that we run on the mind, which to me is the brain, which is all about running on habitual patterns, which are helpful in terms of, we don't have to think of everything we do before we do it, but very often these habitual patterns are programmed by other people and not always helpful. You do sound very sad, Tink. Do you want to come and join in the reading? Are you going to stop at all today? No? Really? No? That's funny. Right. I completely forgot where I was now. Sometimes, to shake us out of this habitual energy, habitual patterns. And that way we can step back and say, well, what is it I want to create? And what is it I want to experience? And what energy is it that I do want to get into? And I do get a lot of this is to do with you connecting in with your spirit, you working with spirit to get to wanted to unwanted relationships. Now, this could be a relationship with spirit, it could be a relationship with yourself, or it even could be a relationship with someone else. It's very odd that the word relationship has come up here. And like I just said, this is all about getting you where you want to go to. I do get a lot of this. I do get is moving in. Like I said in the introduction, it's worked out exactly how I thought it would be, although it always surprises me, to be brutally frank, to choosing happiness. Now, obviously happiness leads us to our intuition and our inspiration, but we obviously have to anchor that in. We've got 2 feathers here, and we've got 2 major arcana here. So I do get that the ace and the 2 are about very much mental activity, mental clarity and foundation and decisions and direction. And it's odd that these are the 2 early, very early cards in the pack as well, the ace and the 2. And about laying that foundation and getting to that energy work and laying that foundation. And we've got that here as well with the Traveller, which is the Fool, which is a 0 card, which is the first card, the major arcana, the Traveller, with this beautiful antelope. I think it's an antelope, I'm not sure, leaping in front of the sun here with adventure and potential. I do get a lot of this is don't limit the beliefs of what you can create and where you can go. We do have to lay a foundation, certainly with the way that we're thinking here. But you're not alone. Spirit is with you. You are co-creating with Spirit. Spirit does want your happiness. You do direct your life. I know you already know all of this. This is very likely to be just a reminder. And of course, the last card here is the Awakening, Renewal and Enlightenment. What a beautiful card. If you can see, that's I hope you can see that's a peacock. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm not connected to this card. I'm not sponsored by anyone, by the way. I'm just, like I said, this is a brand new deck, so I'm all excited and I'm having a great amount of fun, and I do hope that you have fun in your life as well. And let's have a look at this. I shall read out this Abraham Hicks card. I can get from an unwanted to a wanted relationship. As you walk away from one unpleasant situation, the law of attraction will bring another that feels very much like it, and usually quickly. You just cannot get from there to there. To get to where you want to be, to that place of feeling better, you have to reach for alignment between you and you. You with a capital U, which is obviously Spirit you. Getting yourself feeling good before you take action is always the best process for when you do not feel good. Oh, sorry, I'll read that again. I got that wrong. Getting yourself feeling good before you take action is always the best process. For when you do not feel good, you cannot be inspired to any action that will solve the problem. So if there is a problem that you're solving, I know it's been said a million times in a million ways, as the song says, but it is all about getting into that alignment. Now I've got to try, and this obviously is all about, like I said, trying new things, shaking things up a little bit, and also allowing yourself to feel the pleasure of that. Very normally, even when I get excited, I've got new cards. I'm going to do a open the deck reading, a flip through reading. I don't ever sit and just kind of enjoy that. And just, kind of leap into that. What's wrong, Tink? You want to come in the reading? You can't sit on the table? I know. Right, So I am going to pick a card that I am going to read from. I'm very drawn to the Traveller, but I'm also drawn to the Two of Feathers because it's right in the middle. So let's have a look at the Two of Feathers. While Tink's chatting away in the background. And Tink's in full song now. She's not just chatting, she's singing away in the background. So I shall just talk over her. Two of Feathers, Gecko, decisions and direction. Peaceful Gecko is adept at moving between the worlds of subconscious and conscious. Wow, how appropriate. How absolutely appropriate is that? This is about joining the two, isn't it? Joining the physical and the spiritual, aligning with that spiritual nature, getting aligned with that happiness, that joy, that peace, that faith, that understanding that we are spirit, and bringing that and manifesting that into the physical. And I really do get that's what we've been talking about so far, certainly in terms of, you know, shaking things up and you know, just taking pleasure in things and having fun, making time for fun. She taps into a balance of forces to clear the mind, bringing truth and light. There you go. She's accustomed to facing fears and is preparing herself to choose her next direction. Gecko reminds you that you have the power to unleash the energies needed to deliver a clear outcome. Speak your truth and do not allow indecision to hold you back. Open your eyes so that you may see your options more clearly. Seek solutions from within and have the patience with yourself. There will be a knowing within your higher consciousness and when it is time to act. Wow. Get yourself aligned and follow the guidance, follow the impulses. Yeah, absolutely. Practice getting into alignment, and then when the time to actually physically implement something comes, you will be guided. We have the intuition and inspiration here. Your very first card, you tuned in. There's no need to worry about that. There's absolutely no need to worry about that at all. And keywords: decision, choices, courage, truth, preparedness and confidence. Preparedness, absolutely. Well, I'm going to leave that here, pile one. That was a very short reading, but I'm pretty sure it was quite concise and to the point. My readings usually go on quite a bit longer than that, but this one is quite a short one. So go out there right now, do something different. Obviously, don't put yourself in any danger. Do something different and have a little bit of fun. And hopefully I'll see you, if not in another reading, in the next Pick a Card reading. Thank you, love and light, group 1. Bye. Hello, beautiful group 2, if you picked the second pile. Now, if you didn't watch the introduction, while I was shuffling the cards, the 8 of Acorns came out. Now, I didn't know when I came into this exactly what this reading was going to be about. I did have kind of a clue because recently I've been asked to like shake things up and just have a little bit of fun. And then the 8 of Acorns came out, which is energy and results. So it really is all about getting into that joy, getting into that alignment, shaking the energy up a little bit, and yeah, moving into a higher vibration, basically. Now, all the way through reading number 1, my cat Tink, she was yowling and she was singing, and I didn't want to stop just to because I don't think she didn't stop all the way through, so I could be here for hours waiting for her to stop. She's a senior cat, and she just likes to do that, wander around the house these days and shout and yowl, etc. But right, so these are brand new cards to me. I've never used these before. I'm I was so looking forward. I was told, I said in group 1 or the introduction, I think, I was so looking forward to doing these, and I was told we're not doing a pick a card today. And I was like, oh, but I want to use my new cards. I'm so excited. So we're doing a quick reading here. Reading 1 was very, very quick, but let's see what we get for you. Shaman, divine wisdom and spiritual power. Number 5, major arcana. 3 of acorns, foresight and exploration. Beautiful. Right, so I'll put that away because I just wanted to show you that, because that's the theme of the reading. Although you probably came here knowing the theme of the reading, because I've probably put it in the title. The 4 of acorns, comfort and community. 5 of acorns, challenge and growth. Queen of shells, peace and compassion. Now that's already very strange that you have 3 acorn cards here, the 3, 4 and 5, and I will admit they're new cards, so it can be that the cards were stuck together, but nothing ever happens by accident, and I am definitely getting a theme here, even with the Queen of Shells, which would be the Queen of Cups, peace and compassion. And we also got shaman, divine wisdom and spiritual powers. So we're getting a spiritual influence in here, and we're getting an emotional influence in here. As I expected, this is about getting into alignment, getting into that positive energy so that we can manifest spiritual love. And the acorns, as far as I'm aware, are the discs in the standard tarot pack. Comfort and community and foresight and exploration. Now we've also got challenge and growth in here, or challenge and growth. So it could be that you're having a few challenges. It's not an overwhelming theme so far in the reading, although obviously it may feel like that to you in your everyday life. But it seems to me that this is just a niggly little thing that we can turn to our advantage by recognising the potential in any challenge to grow. The most important thing here is, I get that if we are looking to manifest what we want to manifest, and I do believe that's a lot to do with anchoring that light and bringing that spiritual energy in, and bringing that peace and comfort, and manifesting that peace and comfort, community, comfort, peace, comfort, community, and is that compassion? Let me read the Queen of Wands. Compassion, yeah, compassion. Oh, what a beautiful card. I'm not sponsored by anyone, by the way. I just love these cards because they're new cards, and you get a reading out of them before I do, so you're very privileged. That never normally happens. I usually get the first reading out of a pack of cards. Right, let's see what else we've got. Oh, I'm pretty sure this was the only one that got 3 of these. Parrot spirit, what's your words? Panther spirit, reclaim your power. Wow. And bobcat spirit, life is a mystery. Yeah, I really do get that this is about reclaiming your power and going into the fun of life as well. Now this parrot spirit, what I got immediately, what's your words here, is words are energy, thoughts are energy, but words are more powerful energy. I don't think this is a warning that you're going to upset anyone, although obviously always be careful about what you say. I get that this is much more about, make sure that you're saying words that support you, that are loving and supportive and compassionate for yourself and for others, because words are very powerful manifestational tools. So what's your words? Reclaim your power. If you ever find yourself putting yourself down, even if you think it's going to make someone else happy, or if someone's mad at you, you can, pacify them by putting yourself down. Don't, because words are very, very powerful. Hello Hello, Tink. Have you come back? Well, you're singing to group 1. Are you not singing to group 2? You're just chatting. Right. She'll carry on chatting. I'm sorry. There we go. I can't stop her. She's a senior cat. Right, let's have a look at these. Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty, devotion, priestess, mystic and teacher. There's more beauty and comfort and community and peace and compassion. More here. This is a really strong theme, and it's a very feminine based reading. Now, that doesn't matter if you are gendered male or not. It doesn't matter. We all have divine masculine. I always say this. We all have divine masculine. We all have divine feminine. Doesn't matter whether your gender is male or female. But the energy of this is very feminine, very receptive, very focused on creating beauty and comfort and sharing that with the world despite any challenges, and loving the fact that we don't always know everything, and just enjoying that life is a mystery. Do you agree, Tink? Yes. Do you agree? Do you want to come and join the reading? Yeah? Right. Soul family. Oh, again. We've got community again. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Now, in the first reading, I read out because I said I was going to read one of the cards, but I didn't know which one I was going to read. But in the first reading, I read out the third card because it was in the middle. And I've got a feeling we're going to be reading this card out. Oh, she's singing to you now. Soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. No, you absolutely don't have to do it alone. Please feel free to come and join me on my social media. The links will be in the description below. I've got a lovely little community. And also... you can join me on my website, starlightworkcircle.com, as well, where I teach. I've got all sorts of things. I've got some merch on there. I've got a book. There's a link on there to my book. There's also 2 different membership sites as well. But community, we've got community. It could be that you're seeking your community here. And if you're looking to manifest your community, certainly reclaim your power, get focused, get in that happy space, get in the space of the people that you want to meet. Now, there's a powerful piece of advice, isn't it? If you're wanting to build a community, get into the energy of the people that you want to bring in. Manifestation, isn't it? I know when when people generally raise their energy, it can mean a shedding of family or friends. Well, not so much family to most people, but to some people certainly. But certainly friends. You just get out of alignment with people, and sometimes they just don't no longer resonate with you. And we can start looking for a new community out there, can't we? And it's very important that we get into that energy first. And I get that that's a lot of what they're asking you to look at. What is it you do want to create? But I get a lot of it is that feminine energy, that comfort, that support, that community, that peace and the compassion as well. We've got here divine wisdom and spiritual power, so that we don't have to face the challenges alone. And that's so important, isn't it? Right, let's have a look at this. I can always enter my vibrational vortex of creation. Exactly what I've just said. Exactly what I said at the beginning of this reading was likely to be about. Right, let me read this out for you, and then I'll read this card out for you. The key to getting inside your vibrational vortex of creation, of experiencing the absolute absence of resistance, of achieving complete alignment with all that you have become and all that you desire, and of bringing to your physical experience everything that you desire, is being in the state of appreciation. And there is no more important object of attention to which you must flow your appreciation than that of the self. Wow. I really genuinely do get that. Like I've just said, if we're looking for a community to support us, if we're looking for like-minded people, we have to get into the energy that we want to be in. So what do we have to do to do that? We have to get into appreciation, we have to get into gratitude, we have to get into the excitement of new experiences, of that life is a mystery, that we don't know what's coming, and that's a good thing. And like the card says, also an appreciation of the self. And I really did truly get that with this What's Your Words. I'm pretty sure I said it back then. What's your words? Your words are powerful, and please don't put yourself down. That may be something that you were taught. It's certainly something most of us have been taught at one point or another. I think they're a little bit squeezed in, but I think we've got them. I think you can see them all here, just about. As long as the light's not shining on them, I think I've managed to change the light. Right, I knew this because I could see it from through. It's the cleansing prayer. This is to say at a new moon. I'm going to hold that to see if you want to take a screenshot or whatever. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. I shall read it out anyway. Cleansing prayer. This is to be said at the new moon. The new moon's all about new starts. I am now choosing to cleanse myself and release any and all thought forms, beings, situations and energies that are no longer of service to my highest and greatest good, across all planes of existence, across all universes, across all lifetimes. I ask that all energies that are less than love be transmuted for the highest good of all. And so it is. Wow, that's beautiful. It may be very well that you're looking for a fresh start here. A new moon's obviously this reading is timeless. You don't have to do cleansing and clearing, and the new moon, do it any time at all. I've got videos on YouTube. I've got videos on. I've got more of my free stuff on my website, on my membership site, and obviously the full course is on my paid membership site as well. But yeah, it may be that we're just looking to have a new start here. Right, so let's have a look and see. Let's pick the middle one again. 4 of Acorns. Let's have a look. The persevering walrus settles comfortably into his environment, enjoying the results of his hard work. He's established a sense of order and security in his life and celebrates personal achievements as he moves into a new phase of life. Wow, that's exactly what we said. Getting into that comfort, that enjoyment of life as we get ready for a new start. New energy, new start. He has established a sense of order and security in his life and celebrates personal achievement as he moves into a new phase of life. Wow, that's beautiful. Walrus is a warden of harmonious home and work relationships. He sees beauty in everyone and recognises the importance of community and community spirit. You are surrounded by joy and love. Allow this collective optimism to centre you spiritually. Aspire to help those who have supported you along the way by sharing the fruits of your labour. You are moving successfully in your new direction and all is working out as planned. Wow, that is beautiful. And the key words are celebration, harmony, comfort, community, stability, relaxation, prosperity and achievement. Wow. I really don't think you've got that much work to do. I really do think that from everything that I've got here, You really have got yourself into an absolutely wonderful space, and there's just a little bit more push left to go. A little bit of fine-tuning with the way you speak to yourself, reclaiming your power, focusing on becoming the person that you would like to meet, the community that you would like to meet, getting into that energy so that the people coming in are within that energy, and just making a fresh start of it. But most of all, have fun. That's certainly the message I've been getting the last few days. Have fun, and I want to share it with you. Thank you so much for joining me, group 2. This has been an absolutely lovely reading. I'm sorry if it's been a little bit short. I think my normal readings are a little bit longer. Like I said, if you do want to join me on my social media, the links will be below. Please do share, subscribe, like, leave a comment if you enjoyed this reading. Also in the links below are my Amazon wish list, my PayPal tip jar. If you did gain anything from this reading, I would always appreciate any donation is welcome, no matter how small, never expected but always welcome. Also, there's always a link to my website as well, and also if you go to my YouTube page, I can't think what it's called now. If you go to my YouTube page, you will find the link to my other channel where I do the flip throughs, and I've just done the flip through for this absolutely adorable card. And like I said, I'm not sponsored by anyone, so thank you so much for joining me, group 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you find it helpful. I hope you found it useful, and I hope to see you in another reading. Bye. Hello, beautiful group 3. Now, if you didn't watch the introduction, when I was shuffling to choose the cards, this card fell out. Now, I wasn't sure when I came to this reading what this reading was going to be about, but I did certainly get that. The last few days, I've been asked to shake the energy up a little bit, do things differently, and also just have a little bit of fun and just enjoy life a little bit more. And I did kind of get that the readings were going to be like this. And while I was shuffling, like I said, this card fell out, the 8 of Acorns, which is energy and results. So it was obviously this reading. You probably know that already because I've probably put it in the title. But I'm not sure all of these readings are going to be about this. But when we get an overview card such as this, it certainly suggests it, doesn't it? But we never know where any readings go until we do it, do we? But yeah, so energy and results. So I do get this is a little bit about shifting the energy, having a little bit of fun, getting into that positive energy to bring in some results that we want. Now, also, if you didn't watch the introduction, I did say I've got a very senior cat. She's quite senile and she wanders around the house meowing and yowling as she is doing now. I'm sure you can hear her in the background. She was singing and chatting all the way through group 1 and most of the way through group 2, and it seems like you're just as popular and she just wants to join in just as much in this reading. So I apologise if you hear the yowling in the background. She's perfectly fine. She's just quite senile and she just enjoys walking around the house shouting. She does it all day every day these days, so I apologise for that. But let's get on with your reading, shall we? Group 3. You have the 8 of Feathers, which I believe in the traditional tarot are the swords with courage and solutions. We have the 9 of Feathers, another feather card, perspective and self-empowerment. Let's move this out the way. And we have the 3 of Feathers, release and recovery. And we have the Knight of Feathers, action and focus. Now it looks like you only got 4 cards. I must have miscounted. I'm sorry, you don't have many cards at all. Yes, I must have miscounted and given you only 4 cards. Instead, don't worry, it doesn't give you less of a reading. Let's have a look what your other cards are and then we'll see if we can get a handle on. There we go. Play. Have fun. Celebrate. Don't be so serious. Exactly the message I've been getting for the last few days for me. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution and expression. Wow. Okay. We have antelope spirit, Life is speeding up. Your Abraham Hicks card is my relationships will change when my vibration changes. And these, I mean, if you didn't watch the introduction, I made these. These are just little memes I just printed off and made into little cards. And I brought them out today because you don't have to have any cards or anything like that to connect with spirit. I get you already know that. I get you're very highly advanced from this spiritually. Wow, that is quite amazing, isn't it? Confidence is not will they like. Confidence is not they will like me. Confidence is I'll be fine if they don't. I think that's confidence is not will they like me, but it says they will like me. Confidence is I'll be fine if they don't. The message is quite clear anyway. It's about liking yourself enough not to care what other people think or say. I get that you may be feeling a little bit down, actually. You may be feeling a little bit persecuted, a little bit unappreciated maybe. This reading is certainly to do with relationships to others and not feeling either accepted or not feeling understood. I know a lot of light workers feel like this at some point or another. It's very hard for light workers and empaths and crystal children and indigo children and rainbow children to fit into this world where people don't understand us very often and don't appreciate our special gifts and don't see our special gifts, because this society has been particularly set up to negate that, hasn't it, and to make that unimportant or unworthy or unappreciated. Certainly, I know I'm not the only one to experience that, and I do get that. You do have all feather cards here, which is all swords, which is all about being in the mind. And I do completely agree that these are new cards. So, you know, they could have just got stuck together, but nothing happens for no reason. I do get that you've been very much in the mind, and I do get that kind of contemplating this and chewing things over, and I do get absolutely 100% the importance of working through blocks and working and shadow work, but sometimes we can get stuck in the cycle of that, can't we? And sometimes we need to pull ourselves back, we need to stop, we need to have a little bit of fun, we need to shake that energy up, we need to celebrate, we need to stop being so serious, we need to trust in ourselves and maybe come out of our cave for a little bit and express ourselves. You don't have to do it on your own. Please come along and join me on social media. I have a lovely community of fellow light workers. The links are all in the description below. There's also my website, starlightworkcircle.com. What are you doing, Tink? What on earth are you doing? No, you're not coming on the table. Sorry. No, because you'll just knock everything off, Tink. I think Tink wants to join in the reading. I do get that. Sorry, I was saying join me on social media. All the links will be in the description below, and also my website link will be in the description below. Sometimes it's time to take a break, and sometimes it's time to shift our perspective a little bit here. Take the courage to know that we do have the solutions. The solution will be brought to us, and change that perspective of ourselves into self-empowerment. Release what we've been working through. Let it go. We don't have to carry it. That's the point of working through it, to release it, not to bring it forward. And then to move forward with action. Maybe this is a time for you to take action. Now, with the previous readings, I did the card 3, which was the middle, but I get here, I'm just going to read from the book, sorry. I'm going to read... No, Tink, you're not coming on the table. You can't come on the table. Sorry. You'll knock all the cards off. Sorry, Tink. I'm gonna read here. I'm gonna read from the book. I'm gonna read the 9 of feathers. Sorry, there's a little fly. There's a little fruit fly flying around. The 9 of feathers and the 3 of feathers. They're very short, so. Nine of feathers. Porcupine is equipped with all he needs to protect himself. He wears his quills with honour and uses them to confront his fear. A mentor for the vulnerable. He's here to show you how to protect yourself from your own painful thoughts. That's exactly what we said, wasn't it? Confidence is not, will they like me? Confidence is, I'll be fine if they don't. Not everybody's going to like us. Not everybody is going to understand us. Not everybody is going to appreciate us. It doesn't matter. What matters is that we understand us and we appreciate us. And you do have everything you need. And these experiences do teach you how to find that. When anxieties are at their height, it feels as though things are at their worst. Step back and look at the big picture. Things are not as bad as they seem. Adjust your perspective and cast your sight to the future with optimism, knowing you're doing the best you can. Easing the grip of fear and anger will shed a heavy burden. Focus on your priorities, listen to your inner voice for guidance, and make the conscious choice to believe that tomorrow holds greater promise. Wow, what a beautiful message. Especially if we've been down a little bit. I think Tink's come to sit in with us, so I think she might be quiet for a little bit. I'm sorry if you're getting the full story of Tink, my cat. 3 of feathers. Let's have a look at the 3 of feathers. And I guess the lesson with Tink is, sometimes things don't work out the way that we think they will, or that we think they should. And sometimes that's okay. Sometimes that's okay. Sometimes we have to just let that in. The 3 of feathers, release and recovery. Moth. With an inner knowing, moth seeks the light in the darkness. Oh, that's beautiful. Seeking the light in the darkness. Play. My relationships will change when my vibration changes. Her journey to find the light may navigate her through ongoing darkness, yet she holds faith in knowing that she will move through the rough patches. Moth urges you to not deny or suppress heartache, but allow your feelings to flow freely. I'll say that again. Flow freely, so they may eventually be released. The weight of sadness will be transformed into love and courage. New breakthroughs will take place. Wow, that's beautiful. Now Tink settled down on my chair and she's finally decided to be quiet. The builders are back next door. But before we go, I'm just going to read this card, this Abraham Hicks card out to you. I've got nowhere to put my book now because she's taken over the chair. My relationships will change when my vibration changes. You are living in the time when fewer people will attempt the impossible task of pushing the unwanted far enough away that they will be left with only that which is wanted. It is the time when more people will come to the realisation that what they've been seeking is not a change in the behaviour of others or in the world outside of them, over which they have no control, but instead an understanding of their own vibrational relationship with Source, over which they have complete control. Yeah. It's all about getting back into that empowerment again, isn't it? Even after all the hardships. and knowing that you've got everything you need to protect you, and seeking out the light, most certainly. That was a beautiful reading. Thank you so much for joining me, Group 3. I hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you found it useful. I would really very much appreciate a like, a share, a subscribe, a comment below if you enjoyed this reading. Also, in the description below is my Amazon wish list, also my PayPal tip jar if you found this reading helpful. Any donation, no matter how small, is always appreciated, never expected, always appreciated. And there's also links, like I said, to my social media and to my website as well, where I've got my membership site. I teach all kinds of tarot reading, psychic development, meditation on there. So thank you so much for joining me, Group 3. I really enjoyed this reading. I hope you did too, and I hope to see you in another reading. Bye. Hello, beautiful pile 4. If you chose the final pile 4, this is your reading, obviously. Right, as I was in the introduction, if you didn't watch the introduction, as I was shuffling the cards, this card came out. Now, when I came to the reading, I didn't really know what this reading was going to be about. You may already know what this reading is about. I'm not sure if all the readings are going to be the same. They seem to be so far, but this card fell out. Now, recently, I've been asked by Spirit to kind of shake things up, do things differently, do things that I don't normally do, and also bring more joy and happiness into my life. And I did get the reading would be something like that. Now, the 8 of Acorns fell out, which is energy and results. So I do get that this is about changing your energy to get the results you want. So, but I don't know. Obviously, we never know what reading is going to be until we have a look. Now, I'm using these are my, what are they called? Let's have a look. Spirit Song Tarot. I'm not sponsored by anyone, by the way. These are brand new cards. I've just done a video unboxing and flip through on my alternative channel. You can find that if you go to my YouTube homepage thing. I can't, dashboard is it? No, I can't think. Anyway, if you go there, there'll be a link to my other tarot. If you do love divination and you want to see a flip through of these cards, like I said, I'm not sponsored by anyone. I just absolutely love divination. I love cards, if you didn't guess that already. So let's have a look, Group 4, what you got. The Magician, number 1, willpower and creation. What did I say? Manifestation. Page of Feathers, exploration and discovery. That's a raccoon, I think. Now, we don't have raccoons in this country, but I think they're quite playful creatures. I think they're very naughty creatures, apparently, aren't they? I think they tip over people's bins and things like foxes, but they're very playful creatures like foxes, I understand. But like I said, we don't have them in this country, I don't think so. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below, or even if I'm right. The 10 of Feathers, recovery and transformation. Beautiful. Strength, courage and endurance. 7, the Chariot, discipline and determination. Wow. Okay, let's see what else we've got here for you. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, beheld. You had something else there. Recovery, yeah, okay. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. We have the Initiation, rite of rite of passage, crossing the threshold. We have, dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. Oh, beautiful. Shove these off a little bit. And we have the Abraham Hicks card. I am a vibrational being, vibrationally emanating desires. Beautiful. And now I made these cards. These are just little memes I printed off of the internet and made into little cards. So it just kind of shows you just to have a little bit of fun, just to be a bit playful. It doesn't have to be serious. It doesn't have to be expensive. All you need is you and your soul. And we have the secret to my success is that I grabbed my fears by the hand, then leaped off the ledge. And that's a quote by Lisa Nichols. Certainly what I'm seeing from this is that you absolutely have been on your spiritual journey. And I do get that you have reached a point here where you are just about to step through a gateway or a portal, if you like, and have a fresh start. This journey has taken a lot of strength and a lot of courage, and to keep moving forward. But I do get at this particular point you've been stopped. You've been put on hold, if you like, so that you've been asked to retreat, if you like, so that you can do some inner work to process what you've learnt so far. I do get a lot of this work that you've been doing is about your spiritual connection, but it's also about manifestation as well. But you've kind of been playing with it. You've been playing with this energy, and you've been kind of moving forward and exploring. It's been fun, but it has taken strength and courage and determination and discipline at the same time. And I know that's certainly how that feels. It's fun, but it's hard work. But you've been asked for. We're stepping through a portal here into a higher vibration, where what I'm being given here is where we are going to be able to access a higher level of spiritual support. Yeah? Please understand that all of this takes time. And never ever forget to be compassionate with yourself. And I do get this, dear spirit, bring a gentle touch is all about bringing a gentle touch to you and your life and yourself, and how you look at yourself and how you speak to yourself, and also the path that you're on. You've been brought to a stop, but that's because we're just about to move on to the next phase here. I do just want to read out this Abraham Hicks card before I go any further. I do get this is a lot of what's been going on. We've been looking at what we want. We've been looking at where we want to go. We've been working really hard at getting into alignment with that. And we've been asked to stop. We've been asked to stop before we step into this portal where we are on the next level, if you like. I am a vibrational being, vibrationally emanating desires. Yeah, it's not pushing ourselves too hard, and staying in that energy that we want to be in rather than the energy that we don't want to be in. You live in a vibrational universe that is managed by the law of attraction. The law of attraction is bringing vibrations that are alike together. And so it is important for you to acknowledge that you are vibrational beings, constantly emanating vibrational signals of desire. And when from your human form you offer a vibration of what you want, because you know that what you don't want, so you know what you do want. Sorry, I'll read that again. And when from your human form you offer a vibration of what you want, because you know what you don't want, so you know what you do want, you cannot contemplate any subject without equal components of wanted and unwanted appearing vibrationally in your experience. I do really get that this is about ensuring that all the hard work and the courage and the persistence and the discipline and the determination, although it was necessary to see you through this place, and it will be probably necessary for you to move forward in, is not the overwhelming energy in this, because obviously the more energy we're in of I need to make it happen, I need to physically make it happen, I need to work hard at this, I need to keep slugging away at this, this is really hard, this is hard work. That's what we're going to create, and that's fine if that's what you want, but I know most people don't want to create more hard work and more slog. They want it to become more easy. And although it's been necessary till now, it may be necessary for you to shift that energy, certainly is what I'm getting. Right, Tink is back. She's been with us all the way through reading 1, reading 2 and reading 3. She went off to have a little snack and now she's back. She'll probably come and sit on my chair again and quieten down in a minute, but I apologise for the noise. Tink obviously is my cat. Right, what I've been doing in the reading so far is reading the middle card, the Ten of Feathers, and it's odd here, you can see that the Ten of Feathers is slightly different. No, actually it's the same colour, isn't it, as the Magician. It's kind of a purpley colour. But I'll read the 10 of Feathers out to you as well, which I believe is the 10 of Swords in the traditional tarot. If I can find it. Hello Tink, are you coming to join us? Are you coming to join the reading? Yes, come on then. Right, 10 of Feathers, Snake. A master of spiritual renewal, Snake slides through the changes with minimum effort. Exactly what I said, minimum effort. This is about the energy that you're in, and the effort that you're putting in. The effort that you've put in, the energy, the effort that you're putting in, and the energy that you're in moving forward. What on earth are you doing, Tink? Sorry, I just got distracted there with Tink. She was trying to get on the chair and I tried to help her on the chair, but she wouldn't. She's a senior cat. Sorry, I didn't explain probably. She's a senior cat and I tried to help her get on the chair, but she couldn't get on the chair. She's wandered off again now. Right. 10 of Feathers, Snake. Recovery and transformation. A master of spiritual renewal, Snake slides through changes with minimum effort as he sheds negativity and transmutes it into something self-empowering, which just struck me was the message of Tink distracting me and trying to get on the chair there. Sliding through changes and situations and kind of just going with the flow, if you like. No matter what turns up, it's not good or bad. It just is. So we kind of have to either take that and roll with it, or it'll prevent us from moving forward. Transmutes it into something self-empowering. In releasing destructive energy, Snake transforms from a lower vibration to a higher vibration. Snake will assist you through the metamorphosis and will help you regain your focus in the process. By casting away old ways of thinking that hold you back, your upward spiral will begin. Your reality depends on your perspective. That really is what everything's about here, isn't it? In this raising our energy, and I'm sure you know this already, but it really is what the Starlight Work Circle is all about, and it's all about what ascension and awakening is all about, isn't it? It's all about perspective, how we see ourselves, how we see the world around us. I'm just about to start my awakening and ascension bundle, hopefully soon. It's just about having the time right now to get that done, but yeah, it really is about perspective, isn't it? I do completely understand that. By casting away old ways of thinking that hold you back, your upward spiral will begin. Your reality depends on your perspective. Let yourself surrender to change and you will discover that a revival within has begun. Oh no, it's not that one, was it? Yeah, the recovery and transformation, it was here, wasn't it? Yeah, deep replenishment, that was it. Yeah, absolutely. Keywords: recovery, transformation, rising above, time to move on, mental exhaustion, and new hope as well. And also grabbing our fears by the hand as well. Absolutely. Right, thank you so much for joining me, group 4. I'm going to leave it there. I've enjoyed this reading so much. I hope you have as well. I hope it's brought you some clarity or comfort in some way, or certainly advice at least. Tinker says goodbye as well. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below if you like this video. Also, my Amazon wish list will be in the description below, as well as my PayPal tip jar if you found this video helpful. Any donation is always gratefully accepted, never expected, but always gratefully accepted. And also links to all my social media will be in the description below. I'd love you to join me there. And also always link to my website as well. Well, I've got some merch on there. I've got some my book is on there as well, and there's also my membership site as well. And so it's goodbye from Tink. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed this reading, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye.